Morning, my Chiropassion champions. Hopefully you guys are doing great today. Beautiful day here in Casanova, New York. My God, what a gorgeous day finally. So great to enjoy that. I wanted to spend a few minutes with you guys this morning to talk about, I think, the incongruency in what we say and certainly in what we do. And I understand why, but I thought I'd spend the next 10, 15 minutes here sharing some thoughts with you. So let me ask you this. Most of us, hopefully most of us, except people in West Virginia, I'm only kidding. But let's say most of us know what this is, right? So let's say that you're 5 years old, right? You're 5 years old and you're in kindergarten, right? And so, hey, John, so you're in kindergarten, you're 5 years old, and a dental hygienist or a dentist comes in to your school and says, hey, listen, great news. This right here can change your life. This right here can change your life. See these beautiful things that God gave you, right? Your beautiful teeth are gorgeous. And, you're going to have them for the rest of your life. They're life-changing. They're beautiful to have. And you can have them for the rest of your life regularly if you, only if you take care of them for the next 30 days. Or you know what? We're going to put you on a dental health care plan for the next 90 days, for the next 3 months. Like, I would hope that you're like, wow, that doesn't make sense to me. I would hope that's what you're thinking. I would hope that if I was a nutritionalist that came into your school, I said, hey, listen, great news. I see a lot of you guys are not in the best shape. I see some of you guys are in great shape. So I got great news. We're going to do a nutritional plan. We're going to go over some foods. We're going to go over some dietary advice. We're going to go over some really good recommendations. And we're going to set you guys up on a plan for 30 days. Or we're going to set you guys up on a plan for the next 90 days. Just 90 days. That's all you got to do. You can do that for 90 days, and then you can do anything you want. Like, does that sound like a great idea? Let's say exercise-wise. Hey, listen, great news. I see some of you guys are in decent shape. See some of you guys aren't. Great news. We're going to do a plan that's going to change your life. Your body is such an important part of your existence. Your health is certainly directly related to the quality of your life. So great news. We're going to do a workout plan, let's say for 30 days, maybe 90 days, right? That's it. 30 days, 90 days, and that's it. After that, you don't need to take care of your body anymore. Like, does that sound reasonable? Does that even sound logical to anybody? I mean, I would think that it doesn't. I would think that it wouldn't. And yet here we are as chiropractors, and we're sharing this beautiful philosophy of life. We're sharing this great knowledge that Dee Palmer shared with us that was passed on to BJ, and then Stevenson, and then so many other great leaders throughout the world in the history of chiropractic. And we're like, wow, now you've got the science, talks about one adjustment. I mean, you look at some of this research coming out on brain activity, one adjustment, how it affects brain activity, cognitive function. We're talking about changing the physiology of the human body. We're seeing all these things that are so powerful with chiropractic care, and the negative aspects of having subluxation in areas of the spine that are sick and damaged. We see that, and yet we meet with a practice member, a new patient, somebody who doesn't know anything about chiropractic, and we're like, oh my God, the nervous system is the most important aspect of the body. We hear these words like, as above, so below. The power that made the body heals the body. You're only going to be as healthy as your spine. The life flows through your spine. It's so critical. It's so important. The quality of your life is directly related to the health of your spine and nervous system because you live your life through your nervous system. It's so vitally important to take care of this. This is the energy of God or the breath of God, or this is the information that goes through your nervous system. Your spine's always under stress. It's always going to go out of alignment. My God, look how sick and damaged these x-rays look. Look at your criteria test. Holy cow, it's horrible. You're doing terrible. There's so much sickness. There's so much disease in your body. And listen, we're going to do a plan here over the next 30 days or 90 days. Like, I mean, I'm not knocking anybody. How does that make sense to anybody? I mean, as a profession, why have we stooped to the point of just pandering or mitigating or placating to the stresses out there or to the judgment out there about what it is we offer. I mean, chiropractic is so powerful and is such a requirement and a necessity. I mean, we got to really own that. Like, it's a requirement and a necessity to get adjusted, or you are neurologically compromised. We have to own that. You are neurologically compromised unless you're getting chiropractic care, without any hesitation. And if we own that, then how in the world, or why in the world, would we approach somebody and say, hey, listen, you only need to brush your teeth for 30 days and you never have to do it again. See how that goes. And listen, when they get sick and damaged and diseased, come on back in. Or there's other, people that teach, hey, listen, have them come in, you get them through, 30 or 90 days. And then once they're doing a little bit better, then you say, we'll release you from care. And then, hey, when you get sick, disease, come on in. And after 2 or 3 times, you go, hey, listen, you know what? Let me tell you what I do for my family. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. How can we say that chiropractic is what it is and then offer a 30-day plan? Like, a simple trainer, and I don't mean that in a negative way, like a sports trainer would never say to somebody, hey, listen, you only got to work out for 30 days or the next 90 days, and then you never got to work out anymore. Or offer a training program that's only going to be short-term in their mindset, right? A dentist, have you ever gone to a dentist and say, listen, we're going to do a 30-day, 90-day program on the teeth, and then you're all set. I'm going to release you from care. Like, does a dentist ever release you from freaking care? Like, does a sports trainer release you from care? Does a nutritionist ever release you from care and say, hey, this is all you need? Why in the world, how in the world can we talk about how great chiropractic is, what a requirement, what a necessity, the power that made the body heals the body, that you live your life through your nervous system, that you're only as healthy as your spine is, but hey, great news, we're only going to offer you a 30-day plan. Like, listen, offer them a lifetime plan. They can always choose 30, and you can have somebody that comes in that says, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, and leaves you after 30. But how can we be leaders if we then position ourselves to offer what the non-leader wants, right? I mean, you can't lead anyone. Leadership means bringing them to a higher level of understanding or a higher level of consciousness, right? You can't bring them to a higher level of understanding. You can't bring them to a higher level of consciousness if my level of understanding and consciousness is going to be that in which they want, right? They don't know what we know, so they're not going to do what they need to do. And if we just meet them and say, oh yeah, no problem, your back really hurts, here, let me put you on a plan so your back doesn't hurt anymore. And hey, my back doesn't hurt anymore. Great, I got a great idea. Let me go out, let me get sick again. And when I get sick, I'll give you a call back. Like, would you trust a dentist that said, hey, listen, I gotta be totally straight with you. We've been working on those teeth here for the last couple of months. They're looking great. You've done a great job. We spent some time in money. Teeth are looking great. You're looking great. I'll tell you what, at this point, why don't you get out of here and don't brush, don't floss, don't do anything. And when they get sick again, come on back in and we'll call it. Like, how does that make any sense? And then that is our profession. And again, I'm not trying to judge anyone. I'm just saying, we get frustrated because the world doesn't understand chiropractic. We get frustrated that the world doesn't accept what we do. We get frustrated that, wow, insurance carriers only pay for this. We get frustrated because, hey, people come in with a limited mindset. Dude, we're the ones that are expressing the limited mindset. We as chiropractors aren't talking tech. We're not talking lifetime. Why would you ever offer somebody a minimal care plan? Let them say to you, hey, listen, I hear what you're saying. I'm only going to do this for that. That's okay. All right. It doesn't mean I hate you. Come on in if you want to come in for a short period of time. That's your decision. But I'm never going to offer that. I'm not going to say, wow, this is the greatest thing on the planet. This is something that everybody needs. Your imagination, your creativity, your brain function, the spinal health. You live your life through your nervous system. The power that made the body heals the body, right? The quality of your life is only going to be dependent on health of your nervous system. I can't position myself there and offer anything less than you need to be here for the rest of your life. Like that, it's a lifestyle. It's a requirement and a necessity. It's a requirement and a necessity to be under care. You're neurologically compromised. That's the place that we need to hang our hat. We're leaders. We're trying to lead them to a higher level than they think or that they know. Because that's what leadership is. Leadership is leading somebody to a higher level, right? So we need to lead the world into the understanding of what it is we do as chiropractors and how important it is and what a requirement and a necessity is. Just like eating good is a requirement and necessity to have good physiology, right? And certainly part of it. And exercising and movement is such a critical aspect. No one would say, hey, just move for 90 days and after you're feeling good, don't move anymore. We can't be telling people, hey, listen, this is the greatest thing on the planet. This is so important. This is so vital for your health. Just do it for 90 days and then you're done. Because you haven't taken care of it for 30 years. You walk into my office, you haven't taken care of it for 30 years. 30 years, right? Come on in for 90 days and let's see how you're doing. Oh, you're doing better. Okay, you don't need it anymore. Like, how does that make sense? How can you reverse the health of somebody that's neglected their spine and nervous system for 30 years and expect that you're going to see them for 90 days and everything's going to be fine? Why would I even want to have that conversation with them? I don't want to have that conversation with somebody. I don't ever want to have that conversation with them. So I think, in reality, if we're looking to grow chiropractic, and I mean this as a profession in totality for those people that are on that mindset. So if we're looking to grow the profession, if we're looking to come together as a profession, if we're looking to have an impact as a profession, if we're really looking at that research saying, wow, this is how powerful chiropractic is, and this is something that everybody needs to do, then we need to immediately start communicating with people with that this is a lifestyle. Just like taking care of your teeth is a lifestyle, just like taking care of your nutrition is a lifestyle, just like exercise and movement is a lifestyle, getting in and getting checked and having your family checked is important. It amazes me the conviction that a trainer has about exercising. It amazes me the conviction and the passion that I see with people that are involved with nutrition and how motivated they are to talk about their kids being under care or children and how important it is for them to get care. The passion you see about vaccines, as rightly so. I'm not questioning any of these. That it's so, but then I see us as chiropractors say, wow, chiropractic is so important, it's so great, but then we don't talk about kids getting under care, or we don't talk about children being checked right from birth, or we don't have conversations with parents about what they deem as healthy kids, yet the child's subluxated and is going to end up looking just like the parent 30 years later unless they're under regular care. Like, we've got to totally change that mindset. We got to totally change that paradigm. We have to adopt a much higher level of understanding, or what immediately happens is what's happening now. And it's just going to further propagate where we're at, that we're becoming something that's used as a tool, as an instrument to take care of problems, rather than us offering something to the world like that was brought to us, that was given to us, chiropractic philosophy, right? The understanding of it, that we can't offer that to the world. We either offer that to the world now, or we're going to just splinter further and be running around for crumbs, as opposed to just starting that conversation with everybody as to what the spine is, that it's a body part like your teeth that needs to be taken care of regularly. If you don't take care of your teeth, if you don't use one of these guys regularly, what happens? So guess what? Your spine is just like your teeth. It's a body part that needs to be taken care of regularly. If not, what's going to happen? Same thing to your teeth. Same thing. You start using those analogies, those stories, those parables, you're gonna certainly elevate and be a leader to more people about what we do as a chiropractic profession and how important chiropractic is for every man, woman, and child on the planet to be checked and adjusted regularly. Not when they hurt, hell, when they don't hurt, so they don't hurt. Like, I don't understand why we've lost that. So great sharing some time with you guys. Listen, if you love what we're doing, certainly I would ask that you share our videos. I've got a whole bunch of them here over the last couple of months. So share our videos, tag some friends. I didn't limit tags. Tag some friends on the videos. Share what we're doing to your posts. Share it with some other docs. Share it to some other groups if you like what we're doing. If you're looking to be part of a phenomenal program, I've developed one. It's called Chiropassion Consulting Mastery Gold, and it's an online program. You also get some one-on-one time with me. We do group reports on a regular basis. I'd love to have you part of that program. We got a very powerful group of docs from all over the world that really are focused on running a practice that way, that are all on that same page, to certainly share that message to the world with what chiropractic is. And we're a group of docs that elevate each other. You know, I see too many docs, you're practicing on an island by yourself, You don't need to do that. And I think we're going to be much more powerful in our practices and our ability to communicate, our ability to influence more people, and hey, enjoy a lot more success, as you should and as you rightly deserve as a doctor in our field and in our profession, to enjoy that success more when you're around a whole group of other docs. Remember, model success like Tony Robbins taught us. My dad always said, who's sitting on your porch? So you're going to become the group of people you hang out with the most. Why not hang out with a group of like-minded docs that are out there to make a difference in the world, have great practices, great life, and enjoy massive success? That's what we teach in Chiropassion Consulting. Hit the link over here if you want to learn more. And if you want to reach out to me directly, we do a free coaching call. Love to have you jump on our coaching call as well. Hey, guys, love and appreciate it. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to share our video. And I love you guys for loving what I love, and I'll talk to you guys next week.